Welcome to our defense briefing show. Today, we're diving into the intense fight in Ukraine, where Ukrainian forces are bravely holding their ground against the surprise Russian advance near Dobropillia. The Russians are using some pretty innovative tactics, like tank fists and small assault groups, but Ukraine's well-coordinated defense, including drones and clever tactics, has managed to stall the Russian push, inflicting heavy losses. Next up, the Nobel Peace Prize. Every year, a Norwegian committee picks individuals or groups making big strides for peace. With 339 nominees this year, there's buzz about US President Donald Trump possibly snagging the award. But with a complex process involving expert reviews and a final unappealable decision, it's anyone's guess who will be crowned this time. And finally, in the Arctic, the US is stepping up its game by buying Finnish icebreakers and teaming up to build more ships. This strategic move helps the US keep pace in the icy regions, countering Russia and China's influence and safeguarding national security in this increasingly competitive environment. Please stay tuned for more details on these stories and more. Keep watching our defense briefing for all the latest updates. According to Yahoo US, the recent Ukrainian defense against a significant Russian offensive in August exemplifies the resilience and tactical ingenuity of Ukrainian forces. When Russian troops, numbering around 100,000 and supported by the 51st Army, launched a surprise attack pushing 6 miles into Ukrainian territory near Dobropillia, Ukraine's military responded swiftly. The 1st Corps Azov, a formidable unit of the Ukrainian National Guard, played a pivotal role in halting this deep incursion. Their success was rooted in meticulous reconnaissance, joint command operations involving over 10 units, and adaptive tactics such as deploying small flanking attack groups. Despite the fluid and unpredictable battlefield, Ukrainian defenders utilized advanced reconnaissance methods, partly with drones and satellite imagery, and innovative defensive measures like physical obstacles and remote mining to thwart Russian advances. The battle's outcome disrupted Russia's summer offensive, though ongoing fighting indicates that the conflict remains dynamic, with Ukrainian forces maintaining their defensive posture and preparing for potential future assaults. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation sheds light on the global significance of the Nobel Peace Prize, emphasizing its history, selection process, and recent contenders. Established by Alfred Nobel in 1901, the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded in Oslo, Norway, to individuals or organizations deemed to have conferred the greatest benefit to humankind, often in areas like conflict resolution, human rights, and disarmament. This year's nominations include prominent figures like Donald Trump, with speculation swirling about his potential recognition, an idea that has sparked debate given the controversies surrounding his policies. The selection committee, comprising Norwegian experts and advised by international scholars, rigorously reviews over 300 nominations, seeking comprehensive insights into each candidate's contributions. Past winners like the Hiroshima Atomic Bomb Survivors Organization highlight the prize's focus on peace efforts, although it has occasionally faced criticism over political biases or controversial choices. The upcoming announcement continues to draw global attention, reflecting the prize's role in spotlighting peace initiatives amid ongoing international tensions. CNN reports on the United States' strategic efforts to enhance its Arctic capabilities through the procurement of icebreaker ships from Finland, amid rising geopolitical competition involving Russia and China. This initiative, announced during a White House meeting between President Donald Trump and Finnish President Alexander Stubb, involves acquiring 4 Finnish-built icebreakers and constructing up to 7 more in U.S. shipyards, with a total investment of around $6.1 billion. The move aims to bolster America's ability to operate in the increasingly accessible Arctic region, which has gained significance due to the expanding influence of Russia and China, each boasting substantial fleets of nuclear and medium icebreakers. Finland's Arctic expertise and proximity to Russia make it a vital partner, especially as the US seeks to counterbalance Russian and Chinese military presence in the region. The effort underscores the broader strategic shift outlined in the Pentagon's 2024 Arctic strategy, emphasizing the importance of maintaining military readiness and presence in this geopolitically vital area, although experts warn that effective implementation will require overcoming logistical and personnel challenges. The Associated Press paints a stark picture of the looming crisis faced by military families amid the threat of a government shutdown. For service members like Heather Campbell and her husband, who is in the Air Force, the uncertainty of missing paychecks is a harsh reality that threatens their financial stability. Despite some support from nonprofits and government measures, many military families live paycheck to paycheck with little to no emergency savings, making the prospect of unpaid wages especially devastating. The ripple effects extend beyond individual families, impacting entire regions with large military populations, such as coastal Virginia, where reduced spending could hinder local economies and strain the resilience of military communities. The Pentagon's contingency plans, though intended to keep essential operations running, do not fully alleviate the anxiety, as many service members worry about their ability to cover basic expenses like rent, childcare, and food, highlighting a broader issue of sacrifice and uncertainty faced by those who serve. Foreign policy offers a cautious optimism about the tentative peace process between Israel and Hamas, which has reached a critical initial phase under US President Donald Trump's plan. An agreement has been struck for the release of hostages in Gaza in exchange for Palestinian prisoners and a partial Israeli troop withdrawal, sparking cautious celebrations among Palestinians and Israelis alike. Yet, beneath this fragile hope lies a complex web of unresolved issues. Hamas's disarmament remains a major sticking point, with Israel insisting that militants must lay down their arms before any comprehensive peace can be achieved. Meanwhile, the future governance of Gaza remains uncertain as Hamas signals willingness to transfer administrative control, but refuses to relinquish all influence, complicating efforts to establish a stable, internationally overseen Palestinian Authority. The disagreement over the scope and timeline of Israeli troop withdrawal and the political fragility within Netanyahu's coalition further threaten to derail the fragile truce, underscoring the immense obstacles still standing in the way of a lasting peace. Yahoo US reports a surprising declaration from Hamas that the Gaza conflict is officially over. Based on assurances from mediators and the US administration, Hamas's top official Khalil al-Hayya announced that the war has ended completely, emphasizing that their sacrifices were made to serve Palestinian aspirations for independence and self-determination. The agreement, which includes the release of hostages and an Israeli troop withdrawal, signifies a significant milestone, yet the reality on the ground remains fraught with uncertainty. Israel's confirmation of a deal on key points paves the way for the first phase of the U.S. peace plan, but the long-term prospects hinge on delicate negotiations about disarmament, governance, and territorial boundaries. Hamas's insistence on maintaining some influence in Gaza and Israel's reluctance to fully withdraw reflect the deep-rooted complexities that continue to shadow the potential for a durable peace, leaving many to wonder whether this declaration truly signals an end to the conflict or simply a temporary pause in a deeply entrenched struggle. According to the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, President Donald Trump has publicly expressed his belief that Israeli hostages should be released by Monday or Tuesday, optimistic that a peace agreement between Israel and Hamas might bring about enduring peace in Gaza. Trump's comments come amidst ongoing negotiations and a broader hope that this conflict resolution could mark a significant step towards stability in the region, with Trump asserting that a successful peace deal could lead to lasting peace. The CBC highlights Trump's aspirations to become the fifth U.S. president to win the Nobel Peace Prize, fueled by recent developments in Middle East diplomacy. Despite the complexities of international peace processes and the fact that the nomination deadline had passed shortly after his second term began, Trump's name has been floated by various nations and individuals, including Pakistan, Cambodia, and even Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. The article underscores the controversial nature of such nominations, given Trump's mixed record on peace efforts and the skepticism surrounding his claims of ending multiple wars, which critics argue are often short-lived or exaggerated. Meanwhile, Yahoo reports on the controversy stirred by Homeland Security Secretary Christy Notem, who criticized the country singer Zach Bryan for a song referencing IC raids. Notem's condemnation reflects a broader trend of government interference in cultural expression, with the White House also criticizing the artist, suggesting that artistic freedom is increasingly under pressure in the current political climate. The story illustrates how the Trump administration's influence extends beyond politics into the arts and entertainment, aiming to steer cultural narratives in line with government perspectives, a phenomenon that echoes authoritarian tendencies seen in other countries. Associated Press reports that a vibrant ship parade along the Delaware River in Philadelphia marked the beginning of celebrations for the 250th anniversaries of the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps, featuring iconic vessels like the USS Lassen, USS Billings, and USS Cooperstown, complemented by a military flyover that added to the spectacle. Thousands gathered to witness the parade and anticipate an array of festivities, including veteran reunions, street parades, and concerts with renowned performers such as Patti LaBelle, alongside performances by the Navy Band and Marine Corps Drum and Bugle Corps. Despite a government shutdown that temporarily halted many federal operations, organizers assured that the celebrations would proceed worldwide, emphasizing the significance of the Navy and Marine Corps' founding in 1775 and their role in the nation's history. Vice Admiral John Gumbleton highlighted that these festivities also herald the upcoming semi-quincentennial, urging civilians to connect with military personnel and recognize the vital contributions of sailors and Marines behind every technological marvel and military achievement, reminding everyone that behind the impressive ships and jets are the dedicated individuals whose service truly makes it all possible. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopsis thoughtfully curated by the 6DO team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6DO Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making, comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists. The 6DO team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6DO Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6DO Brief via email.
Smiles, their words misleading. Power games in darkened rooms. Spend their lives to seal our doom. Oh, 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 oh. Turn on the screen, monster screaming. laugh while we cry. Change the rules, make